Hi everyone. Today is an introductory session to strategic level case study for November 2024. Right? So let's try to do a very quick introduction to the strategic level case study. Right? I am sure you are aware SEAM has changed its direction heavily in last few years. SEMA was known as Chartered Institute of Management Accounting, where our concentration was on management accounting. But SEMA is no more interested in a SEMA is no more interested to be a proper qualification in management accounting. SEMA has gone out of management accounting. SEMA has gone out of accounting. SEMA has become a very good mini MBA for anyone. SEMA has become a business qualification rather than a finance qualification. SEMA has become a business qualification. Of course, any business qualification got to have a finance background, which is still there. But SEMA is not focused on finance now. SEMA is focused on business now. SEMA is focused on business now. Right? So what I'm trying to tell you is the change of the direction has done a lot of things to the syllabus itself. In the sense, those days we had very detailed financial accounting, consolidated accounts. They have been taken out of the syllabus now. The hardcore accounting have been taken out of the syllabus. After they take out the hardcore accounting, they have included different things to the syllabus, such as what? Such as artificial intelligence, such as IoT, such as blockchain technology. So overall look of SEMA has changed a lot. It is not a finance-based qualification now. It is a business qualification, very different to what it was 10 years ago. What it was 10 years ago. At the same time now, there's another change. The other change is SEMA is saying, I don't want you to memorize all the theories in the book. SEMA is saying, get to know that there is a theory like this. You don't need to do a lot of questions on that theory. You don't need to memorize that theory. We are not interested in you memorizing the theory. Please be aware that there is a theory that can be used for this particular situation. One fine day when you are in that situation, you can Google and find further details of the theory. Don't memorize the theory. SEMA is saying, I don't want to go into the lot of technical theoretical details. I don't want you to memorize all the steps in a model. I don't want you to memorize the models. I don't want. Be aware there's a model like this. Be aware it can be used. That's all. So SEMA has moved away from memorizing theories to being an exam paper that is absolutely practical exam paper. It has now become absolutely a practical exam paper. So that is what you will see as OCS, MCS, SCS. You can get the qualification by doing OCS, MCS, SCS, because SEMA is not much interested in memorizing theories. Memorizing theories and passing exams, SEMA is not much interested in. SEMA is saying that is not the skill. Skill is how well you can apply it for a situation. That's all. How well you can apply it for a situation. That's also things that, therefore, you will agree with me, has changed a lot. Right? So strategic level case study paper, you should look at the paper in that sense. You should look at this paper in that sense. You should look at this paper as a very, very practical paper, because that is what SEMA wants you to be. SEMA wants you to be a person who can manage day-to-day practical problems. SEMA is not interested in looking at a very good theoretical guy who has memorized all the theories, SEMA is not interested in. Therefore, your approach to the strategic level case study should be the same. My approach to the strategic level case study should be the same. So I look at what SEMA thinks about the future. Been in the SEMA Global Council for 3 years, I'm trying to guess what are the changes that will be coming in. And how do we behave in such a way to match to the requirements of SEMA? That's what this game is all about. So now we have a job in hand, which is the strategic level case study for November 2024. Myself and all of you all shall work together to ensure we pass this case study in November 2024. So in this journey of passing this case study in November 2024, we are trying to work together. And when we try to work together, there are 10 different steps that we should be doing right. There are 10 different steps that we should be working with. Right? There are 10 different steps that we'll be working with. The step number 1 is called KYP. Step number 2 is called KYI. The first 2 steps are KYP and KYI. Those are the first 2 critical steps that we'll be working with. So what is KYP? Know your pre-seed. What is KYI? Know your industry. So why do you talk about why do you talk about KYI, KYP? Why do you talk about know your pre-seed, know your industry? Because step number 1 is to get to know the case study very well. Step number 1 is to get to know the case study very well. Unless you know the case study very well, you can't do anything on the exam day, because 6 weeks prior to the exam, SEMA will give the pre-seed. After 6 weeks from that day, when you go to the exam, you know a lot of details about the company. What products we manufacture, where do we manufacture, where do we sell, what kind of market segment, what is our directors, how is our financials, what kind of employees we have. Yeah, a lot of details. When you go to the exam day, they will give a scenario based on the details that is known to you. Very similar when you go to office on next Monday. When you go to office on next Monday, you know a lot of details about this company because you have been working in this company for last many years. But Monday morning, you will get a very different situation. Monday morning, you will get a very different situation to manage. So SEMA is trying to give that practical situation for you on the exam day. So first 2 steps are KYP and KY. What do you mean by KYP? Know your pre-seed. KYP is a nicer PowerPoint presentation just to repeat what is given in the pre-seed in a nicer way, easier to understand, more flexible, more user-friendly, nicer, better view of the SEMA pre-seed is given in the KYP. Nicer, better view of the SEMA pre-seed is given in the KYP. Okay. Do you know what the pre-seed industry this time is all about? Anyone who knows what the pre-seed industry this time is all about? No one? Are you sure? Anyone who is here who knows what the pre-seed industry is all about? Mining. So let's try to get a little view about this pre-seed. Let's try to get a little view about this pre-seed. Years ago, long years ago, it was revealed in certain part of the world, there's water available in certain part of the world is better for us than the water available in the rest of the world. In long years ago, it was discovered the water available on the ground in certain part of the world seems to be having a bigger impact on us than the water available in the rest of the world. So people try to worry about, wow, where does this water comes from? When I drink this water, I feel better. When I drink this water, I feel better. I get a better positive view when I drink the water comes from this particular area. This became a big news, of course, without any social media, television, and all that. People kind of willing to give a higher price, higher value for the water available in a certain area. Later, it was discovered why people felt more comfortable by drinking the water available in certain area. Why did people found it more positive, more energetic by drinking of water available in certain area is because of lithium that was available in the water. Lithium is very soft, very soft component that we take underground. It's a very soft component that we can take from underground. But it was revealed lithium will help us to fix our mood. Whenever you take lithium into your body, the lithium will give you a better face, stronger face. Lithium will fix your mood. So, over the years, this has been taken as a serious message. Today, the lithium that is taken from the underground is used in the pharmaceutical industry to manufacture certain tablets that will be a cure for many issues that people got. Of course, you are going to put lithium and put a lot of other things and use it for various different purposes. But lithium in itself will help you to have a stronger, more positive face. So, pharmaceutical industry is a nice business available, huge business available. So, if you can get the lithium from the underground and process it, sell it as lithium, and we can use it to manufacture tablets to fix the moods of the people. So this has become a huge business. Then people are trying to move away from petrol and diesel. Because petrol and diesel resources are going to be over one fine day. When the petrol and diesel resources are over, we will have a huge issue because it is not a renewable energy source. Therefore, everyone agrees that we need to use petrol and diesel carefully. And the use of petrol and diesel will increase the temperature of the world, which is what we call global warming. The temperature level of the world is going to go up if you are going to use more petrol, if you are going to use more diesel. If you are going to use more petrol, more diesel, the temperature levels of the world will go up. I think you know very well, the entire world has agreed to have a temperature increase of 1.5 Celsius from the pre-industrial era. You take the temperature that was there in the pre-industrial era, before the industry started, plus 1.5 is the target that we are trying to achieve. That means we are not trying to go up to 2%. No, we are not trying to go up to 2.5. We are trying to go up to 1.5 plus the 1.5% Celsius plus the temperature that was available in the pre-industrial era. But you can't do that if you are going to consume so much of petrol, so much of diesel. You can't do that if you are going to consume so much of petrol, so much of diesel. That is why we need hybrid vehicles to come. In the hybrid vehicles, we have a battery. For us to manufacture this battery, one of the most critical component that is available is nothing else but the lithium. So lithium, a very soft material that is available, has become very important part of our life to fix your mood. And lithium, a very soft material available in the world, has become a critical element in the battery manufacturing. So lithium has become therefore a very rare resource for the entire world. But the problem is what? Problem is lithium is available underground. But how do you take lithium? I mean, are you going to dig the entire world to look for lithium? Are you going to dig here today, 1 kilometer away tomorrow, another kilometer away day after? Are you going to dig the entire world to get the lithium? No. We can't do that. It'll be a mess. It'll be an utter mess if you're trying to dig everywhere. That is why, thank God, there's a subject called geology. There's a subject called geology. What is geology? Geology is the subject where you learn about the earth. Geology is a subject where you learn about the earth. And the technologies have been developed now. For you to identify where the lithium is underground. Now, technologies are available for you to identify where the diesel and petrol, where the oil and gas are. Oil and gas are also available underground. Lithium is also available underground. The technologies are there now to see where the lithium reserves are. So you're not going to dig all over the world. That will be stupid. You get the geologist who got the latest technology. The geologist will come. Geologist will scan the floor, ground, and identify the areas where high reserves of lithium are. Then only you are comfortable. It might be worthwhile for you to dig and see. Then the extraction process starts. Extraction process, people won't go and do everything at once. Sample extraction process will start. We try to put a sample tube and take little lithium and see. You put a sample tube to see what's the level of reserves available. Because lithium is available anywhere in the world. But the problem, my dear, is whether it's a commercially viable lithium reserve. What's the word? Commercially viable lithium reserve. What do you mean by commercially viable lithium reserve? The size of the lithium reserve should be big enough for it to be commercially viable for you to dig and take the lithium out. So it's crazy otherwise. I mean, if you have a little amount of lithium, because this is an industry where fixed cost is very, very, very high. Fixed cost is very, very high. So what we do is, when you take oil and gas, we send a pipe. We send a pipe underground. When we take lithium, we don't send a pipe, but we keep on digging the earth. We keep on digging the earth till we get the lithium reserves that geologists told us that is available. So this is absolutely a capital intensive business. I mean, absolutely capital intensive. You need a large area of land. Then you need a lot of equipment, machines to dig continuously underground and take the soil out, separate the other items, take the lithium out. So whenever you take out the soil, there should be a small processing plant. Whenever you take out the soil, there should be a small processing plant. In the processing plant, we take all other items out, take the lithium. Lithium is what we try to take and sell. We are in the business of extraction of lithium and sell to various different people who wants to get the lithium, either for the manufacturing of the medicine, either for the battery manufacturing, either for the aircraft manufacturing, or for various type of things that they are trying to do. So we are a very interesting and challenging company. We are in the mining industry. We are in the mining industry. We mine for a one particular substance called lithium, which has a huge demand all over the world. That is the business that we are in. That's the business that we are in. So I did not open the pre-sale. I did not open the pre-sale. I did not even open the KYP. But without opening the pre-sale, without opening the KYP, I thought to give you a little introduction about it, because I think it will make your life much easier for you to understand. But if I do try to go into the pre-sale, you might see on the very first page, you can see what do you mean by digging the earth till we get the lithium out. Can you see this? This is the first cover sheet of the KYP. So this is a huge capital intensive product. You need to put so much of money into this business. And where you can do that? Can you do this in New York? Can you do this in Kuala Lumpur? Can you do this in Maldives? You can't. This has to be done. I mean, this will kill the environment. You are damaging the environment so much. So mostly, unfortunately, large poor countries are the targets for lithium extraction that is available. So we got to figure out where the lithium more reserves available in which part of the world. Now, oil is available in Iran, Iraq, Oman. Oil is available, right? So then you need to figure out Middle East. Oil is available. That is oil. So oil is oil and gas. But the question to ask is where the lithium available. You got to figure out where the lithium available. And then we need to go dig, extract lithium, process and sell. So this is one method of taking lithium, my dear. Sometimes you can take lithium from the water that is available as well. But if you try to take lithium from the water, there's a loan processing available. You need to process that months and months. So lead time is very, very high if you try to go and take lithium from the water. But if you are trying to dig underground like in the picture and take lithium, it will be much faster because lead time will come down because you just dig and take it. So there will be trucks going in circles. You go, extract, take the trucks, come out. When you come out, there's a processing plant. You process, you take out the other substance available, then you get what you wanted, which is the lithium. Right? So this is what happens when you try to take lithium out. Can you see there's a huge... Can you see the depth of it? So there's a huge negative environmental impact from this. But of course, there's a other method available, which is to take lithium from the water resources available. That can be done much easier. But time taken is very high, and the area that you take is also very high. Here the area is smaller compared to try to take the lithium out of water. So we can take lithium out. That's not a big issue. The technology is developing every day. So first of all, you need geologists. Geologists are the people who learn about the planet. They have technology to identify where the lithium reserves are. Then you do the sample testing to see whether there is a commercially viable lithium resources available. Then you take the soil out, remove the other item. There's a processing happening. remove the other items and take lithium as it is, then you go and sell the lithium. You can sell lithium for the entire world. There are medicine manufacturers in various different world. All of them will need lithium. There are battery manufacturers all over the world. They will need a lot of lithium. Hybrid car manufacturers, hybrid battery manufacturers will need lithium. So we need to extract and sell it. That's the business that we are in. So I did not go into the KYP, but I thought to give you a little bit of update about what kind of a company that we are in. Just to get an update about what kind of company that we are in. Okay. Are you happy? Did you get some idea what the industry is all about? Did you get an idea what the industry? I did not start the pre-seed. But did you get a basic idea about what kind of industry that we are in? So I wanted to give you an overall idea about the industry. Just to get a feel what the hell is this lithium mining. Just to get an overall idea. Are you happy with the overall idea that you got? Okay, now we can go into a lot of details. We have our name of the company. Rotomi. See, our logo even got pictures of battery. Our logo also got pictures of battery. We are not manufacturing batteries, but we are selling lithium to the battery manufacturers. We got to see why. We are a quarter listed company. Very good. Okay. But then, see, we are industry that we are in called lithium mining and processing. That's the industry that we are in. Lithium, which is Li, lithium, the scientific code is Li. Lithium mining. Mining is to take the lithium out of the ground. Lithium mining and processing and selling. That's the industry that we are in. Mine for industrial grade lithium sources and extraction of usable lithium sold for sale to manufacturers. So you look for the lithium reserves, extract lithium, process it, and sell to the manufacturers that we need. So it's a very simple industry. 6 different countries. Mining in 6 different countries. That's how the industry works. Because now, if you want, you don't need to recruit the geologist, right? You don't need to recruit the geologist. If you type lithium reserves map of the world, you will get some idea about where the more lithium is available, right? Global lithium deposit map. When you type global lithium deposit map, right, then you will see which part of the world has more lithium. Global lithium deposit map. So you don't need to recruit a geologist for that. When you type this to the Google, you will get a rough idea where the lithium is available. Right? Okay, sorry, something else. But then you need geologists to identify exactly where and do we have commercially viable resources, commercially viable reserves. So it is not an easy task. You need to go into a country, get the approval to do the testing, to do the geology survey. And if you think there is commercially viable lithium available, for you to get the approval to dig, it might take 1 year in some countries. Because it's a national reserve available. Whatever on the ground belongs to you. Whatever underground belongs to the government. So in your house, on the ground in your house, if you find something that belongs to you, What is underground does not belong to you. You can't go and say, in my house, I will dig and take oil out and sell it. You can't do that. That belongs to the government. So you are going to go into various countries, work with the government to get the approval. Some of those countries are absolutely corrupted. Some of those countries are absolutely corrupted. You're going to work with the government entities where you need to pay some money to the government and take the lithium out. 6 countries we are doing that. 6 countries we are doing that. And we sell, surprisingly, in 90 countries. I don't know why we are doing that. Why can't we sell it to Elon Musk only for battery manufacturing? Why can't we sell it to Elon Musk only for battery manufacturing? I mean, why can't you sell your lithium to one guy? Why you are selling in 90 different countries? Crazy. When you try to sell in 90 different countries, imagine the exchange gain risk. Imagine the exchange gain risk. You are trying to get money paid in various different currencies. You try to work with 90 different currencies. Why can't we just sell all your lithium to Elon Musk for him to manufacture his Tesla batteries? You can't. You can't. Because when you extract lithium out, there will be different grades of the lithium available. Some lithium will be good for battery manufacturing, some will not be. So there's a grade A, B, C, D. That's not the right word. We will learn the right word later. Different grades of lithium available. So different grades will be interested by different parties. Some parties will say, I don't want this lithium. I want top class, high quality lithium only. Some guys will buy the low quality lithium. So you can't just sell it to one guy. You got to sell it to various different industries. You got to sell it to various different industries. And we own and operate 6 hard rock mines. Hard rock mines is what? Hard rock mines is something like this. Can you see? These are hard rock mines. 6 of those we have. And then we have 3 traditional brine mines. This is what we call try to take lithium out of the water reserves. Try to take lithium out of the water reserves. Right? One of the 4 largest global lithium producers is us. LI is the code for lithium. LI is the code for lithium. We are one of the largest lithium manufacturers for the entire world. One of the largest lithium manufacturers for the entire world. So this is what we call traditional lithium hard rock. Can you see? Hard rock mine means this. And how do you take lithium out of water? Traditional lithium brine mine is this. This takes a lot of time, but this takes a lot of time. This takes a lot of time. Right? So that's the industry that we are in. So nothing much to worry. Nothing much to worry. In the past, in the SEMA case studies, we have done 2 times oil extraction. We have done 2 times oil extraction. 2 times in the last 20-year history, we have done the case studies of the oil extraction. Here we go now with lithium. Here we go now with lithium. Let's later Google and see where the lithium reserves are. So you will see which countries are making money out of lithium and which countries are struggling to make money out of lithium. See their mission statement. Rotomine's mission is to power consumers' lives in a world that is cleaner, healthier, and sustainable. Wow! So lithium is used in the batteries, so diesel petrol consumption will come down. Lithium will be used in the medicine so people can be healthier. I mean, they're trying to market themselves a little too much. Market themselves a little too much. Now, by the way, lithium is not a renewable energy. When you take the lithium out, the lithium is gone. Now, I think you know it, right? So when you look at this picture, this is the lithium that is taken out. Now, look at this picture. Whenever you dig like this and take the lithium out, the lithium is gone. After there's no any other lithium here. So we always, all these industries, all these companies like us, we always calculate what is the total lithium reserves that we own. Please get me right. What is the total value of the lithium reserves that we own? Which means what? We have 6 different sites. What is the total lithium reserves available underground that we are going to take one by one? Is it clear? What is the total lithium reserves that I have? Because sometimes it can go down. We thought there will be a lot of lithium reserves in one of the places, but after you dig further down, we realize not good enough. So then you will not be able to supply in the longer run. You will not be able to supply in the longer run. So lithium reserves available for you is a critical factor. If you think the level of lithium reserves are coming down, you need to go to Nigeria, find an area where the lithium is available, bribe the government, get the land and start digging. So that's a big risk available for you. You can't just forget about it. Level of the lithium reserves is a huge factor that is available. What are the risks that is faced by the companies like this? The market price of lithium is very, very volatile. Market price of lithium is very, very volatile. Depends on whether people want more renewable energy batteries, people want more batteries, the demand will go up. The prices will fluctuate. So sometimes we sell the products in the spot market. Sometimes we go for a futures deal where we agree the selling price of lithium for the future day. But the market prices of lithium compounds are volatile. Prices are affected by demand from individuals such as vehicle manufacturing and consumer electronic. Vehicle manufacturing, consumer. Prices are also affected by supply of lithium. I mean, sometimes supply of lithium comes down, then the price will go up. Sometimes more manufacturers are supplying lithium to the market. Price will come down. One big risk available. Future production levels are constrained by the availability of exploitable reserves. Exploitable reserves that we have. Exploitable. What is the level that we can exploit? What's the level of reserves that is available? From the hard rock and the brine mines. From the underground and the water. So you got to monitor this continuously. Do I have enough resources? Do I have enough resources? Very, very critical factor. The regulations are very, very tough. Regulations are very tough. Getting the approval is very tough. Environmental impact is huge. Environmental impact is huge. Geopolitical risk. Some countries that we go in are the countries that are not really doing well. Economic stability might not be in those countries. Some countries, when they find that there are a lot of lithium reserves, the country will go through a mess because foreign companies will come. The government will try to take money. Government will need more money. Government will get more and more corrupted because more money is available. Some countries having a lot of lithium reserves are doing really, really bad today because this is a killer for any country. This is a killer for... So this is what the KYP is all about. So we are going to start with the KYP tomorrow, but the KYP is all about the pre-scene. But you can't learn about the pre-scene unless you learn about the industry. That is why KYI will also come in. That is why KYI also will come. After KYP, after KYI, after KYP, after KYI, then we will move into a section called ground rules. So first one is what? KYP. Second one is what? KYI. Third one is what? Ground rules. Fourth one is what you call deep dive. What do you mean by deep dive? Deep dive is a situation where We try to challenge what is given in the pre-C. In the KYP, we just learn. In the KYP, we don't do anything. In the KYP, we just learn what is given in the pre-C. But in the deep dive, we challenge. Can this be right? Can this be right? Right? In the deep dive, we challenge the content given. So deep dive will come in after a little while. The step number 5 is called core competencies. CMS told what are the rules, what type of questions will be there on the exam day. There are 5 core competencies available. We will discuss it later. The core competencies is the 5th area that we are going to learn. So our course that I'm going to do with you has 10 different steps. 10 different steps. KYP, you learn about the pre-scene. KYI, you learn about the introductory. Ground rules. What is ground rules? What you should be doing on the exam day, what you should not be doing on the exam day, what you should do more, what you should do less. All the ground rules will be available in the 3rd section. Deep dive. What is deep dive? Deep dive is in-depth analysis of the pre-scene, where we challenge what is given in the pre-scene. That is what the deep dive is all about. Step number 5, CMS told there are 5 competencies that we are trying to test. And we are going to learn that. Then we can guess what kind of questions will come. Those are the first 5 steps. Right? Those are the first 5 steps. Now there are 10 steps available. Those are the first 5 steps. Right? Then there are 5 more steps available. They are refresh theory. What is refresh theory? You are not going to revise the theory because there is E3, P3, F3 theory available. Some of you all came directly from the FLP. Therefore, you may have not done the theory. Anyone who came through FLP, please say FLP. Anyone who came through the FLP, can you please say FLP? No one came through the FLP. We had the team who came through the FLP. So you are not going through the theory. Don't worry. You should not go through the theory. My job is to go through the theory. Step number 6 is refresh theory. Refresh theory is going through the theoretical areas of E3, P3, F3. Refresh theory is going through the theoretical areas of E3, P3, F3. That's a step number 6. Step number 7 is a practice. What do you mean by practice? Practice is, I'm going to give you a mock paper and the answer. You read the question and answer just to as a practice. Just to get a feel about what kind of questions are there, what kind of answers are needed, just to get a feel. But next section number 8 is where we'll give you 6 mock papers from this case study for you to do on our exam engine as a real practice for you, reality test for you to get ready for the exam. That is what you call section number 8. Section number 9 has a lot of things. Section number 9 has a lot of things. Section number 9 has things like possible issues. Section number 9 has things like power mock. Section number 9 has things like F3 questions. And section number 10 is a revision and the one-to-one support for you. Whenever you do a mock paper, we have one of our lecturers going through the paper with you, telling you what your weaknesses are, what your strengths are. You will struggle due to various different reasons. So we would like to help you individually. Those are the 10 steps that we are going to do. Those are the 10 steps that we are going to do. Right? My name is Shanna Gudavardhana. I am from Nanaska. Nanaska is a small institute. We would like to take a smaller number of students and give them a perfect service to ensure they pass. Give them a perfect service to ensure they pass. We are case study specialists. We are case study specialists. Strategic level case study, for you to teach the strategic level case study, you got to be a CEO. Because this is not a theoretical paper. I mean, we can teach theories and theories and theories and theories. That will not make you pass. For you to pass this case study, you got to learn the real practical day-to-day business management. How do you resolve the business issues? That's the job of the CEO. So I've been working as a CEO for a public listed company. And that's the experience that I'm going to share with you, not the theory. We do certain level of theory because it will be nice for you to have an understanding. And there are some theories that will be coming, that's a small area. That's why we do E3, P3, F3, refresh it. But majority of the game is not the theory. Majority of the game is not the theory. So we believe if you fail, we fail. Therefore, we will do whatever it takes to ensure you pass. Of course, you got to do a lot of work. Every day, you got to study maybe 1 hour every day. Every day, you got to study maybe 1 hour every day. During the weekends, you might need to do mock paper. So one mock paper, you will need about 3 hours. One mock paper, you will need about 3 hours. Right? One mock paper, you will need about 3 hours. You got to allocate that time. I will allocate our time, our resources. I want help from you to do the same. And at the same time, the commitment is required from both sides. Commitment is required from both sides. And we will agree a mechanism to follow up your work. Because we know you guys are working professionals. Therefore, we are not going to give you large 50-page materials for you to read. No. We know you are busy. So we will send you videos for you to watch. You can watch the videos while you go to office. You can watch the videos during lunchtime at office. We will make your life easier because we know you guys are working professionals. Right? So this is the introduction that I wanted to do today. There are a few questions. How much is the cost? Can you please write to info@nanaska.com? Just write to info@nanaska.com. They will be able to give the idea of the cost. But I think you guys can contact me anytime. I'm going to share my mobile number 0094 0094 398 I shared my mobile number. You can send me a WhatsApp message at any time. So this is the introduction that I wanted to give you. Now, please type your questions. Please type your questions. Please type your questions. Please type your questions. Okay, go ahead. Please type your questions. Someone has typed questions. First, thank you for helping me to pass MCS exams first time. I passed the first time. Super. You should do the same thing for SCS as well. You should do the same thing for SCSA as well. Nothing that SEMA is moving away from traditional accounting. Does it imply SEMA members are not professionally inclined in terms of the knowledge of accounting proper? Hardcore accounting have gone away. Is it recommended and necessary to do ACC after SEMA? ACC is hardcore accounting. It's not a business qualification. As an FLP student who has not started reading the strategic level material at all, will the 6 weeks be good enough? Absolutely yes. 6 weeks is good enough. That's what we start to do with you from tomorrow. Will Nanaska provide an executive summary material for the theory to bridge? I will teach all the theory. You're not going to go through any theory notes outside our class. We will teach the theory part for you. We'll be teaching the theory part for you. Okay. So this is my introduction today. See you tomorrow. Send an email to info@nanaska.com now. Register. Come tomorrow. We are going to start the game tomorrow, and you're going to pass the strategic level case study in November 2024 and say goodbye to SEMA. So thank you for listening. Thank you for joining today. See you tomorrow. Goodbye. Good night. My mobile number is there if you need to send me a message.